Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to KwingsLetsPlays and more Power Rangers Legacy Wars. It's been a while. Sorry I'm late, but I had to look for the... I don't even know what to call this thing. It's a way to video capture cell phones or whatever. So it took me a while to find it. Also, the Power Ranger streams are getting interesting, I guess you would say. Like, I don't really have a very long battery in my phone, so I can't really stream as long as I can console games. So, yeah. Also, this character here is an epic. I can only use 5,000 gems. That's my max. So the max of the gems that you see here, that's as far as I can go. I can't do anything more than that. So... And with YouTube changing the how live stream views are counted, I don't think this stream is going to be very successful, to be honest. So, I mean, it's really caused Amber and I to change how we do content because it's a problem. But anyway, let's get to the unboxing of this character and see what we have. This is Vesper, I believe, from Hyperforce. So... I think it's Vesper. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, can I even reach this? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, because I'm way over here. Alright, so let's get to this. Let's see how much Vesper is going to be. So Vesper, it says 40% chance of unlocking her. The first tier gives you a 75% off, 50% off. 2 shards for step 3. Step 4 is free. Step 5 is nothing. Step 6 is a buy one offer. Step 7 gives you 2 shards. Step 8 is a free roll. Step 9 is another buy one. Step 2 is a buy, or Step 10 is a buy one. Step 11 gives you 2 shards. And then of course Step 12 is a free thing, and then it starts over again. Like I said, due to reasons I don't want to disclose, I can only do the 5,000 gems that you're seeing right up there. I can't go any more than that. So if we are able to unlock the character, cool. But we're going to give it our best shot. So let's try unboxing now. Okay, so we didn't get anything that run. Alright, let's try again. We got 4 minutes. Unboxing. Okay. Second roll was nothing, right? Or that was my first roll. What roll was that? It's my first or second roll? Okay, so this is the second roll. And no shards. Alright, so the third round is going to actually give us some shards for Vesper, I believe. And she's from Power Rangers Hyperforce. So if you've never seen Hyperforce, basically Hyperforce was a tabletop game that Saban had... what's the word I'm looking for? Saban had actually done stuff. He sponsored it, and he was trying to get into the whole tabletop scene. And it happened right after Power Rangers Ninja Steel. So right before the whole Hasbro thing. And Saban actually had some cool plans for other things, but it never came about, obviously, because the brand went over to Hasbro. Okay, so nothing for that. We get 2 shards for Vesper right away. Vesper is an epic, so... that is a thing. Collect all these. Okay. There we go. Alright, next up will be... this is a free roll for Vesper. Yep. So step 4 is a free roll. And no shards. Yikes. So we are now down to 4,800. This might be the quickest unboxing video to not be able to get what we need. Okay, so nothing. Not good. Not a very good outlook so far. Kind of bad, actually. So we're on step number 6. Step 7 is 2 shards. So we're going to roll again. Okay, so we got 1 shard for her. 1 shard. So that brings the total up to 3 with... I don't even know how many gems we have left. How many gems do we have left for this character? Sometimes epics can be a pain to unlock, but legendaries are worse. So we have 4,000 gems remaining. We have 3 shards for the character so far. That's it. 3 shards. Okay, roll again. Oh, wow. Okay. 4 shards. All right. Plus 2 more. That's 6. All right. There we go. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So that's 6. No, this is just random stuff. So I had a interesting conversation today from a DM. Some, we'll say younger fan emailed me and said they really enjoyed our Power Rangers content over the years. And they wanted to know what was going on with Battle for the Grid. Because I haven't made a video, Amber and I haven't made a video, and I haven't done a news video in some time talking about Battle for the Grid. And I thought about how I was going to respond to the person. And I'm probably just going to end up making a video to really talk about it, because I think it needs to be addressed now, because I'm pretty sure Battle for the Grid is dead. And I can kind of explain, okay, so there's another shard, why it's not happening anymore. But Enway isn't done with the Power Rangers brand. They're still doing Legacy Wars, and they've released a new mobile game over in parts of Asia. It was a soft release, and I believe it's in the Philippines currently, Indonesia, it might be in Hong Kong, and a couple other places in Asia, where it's a Power Rangers mobile game that's kind of like Marvel Strike Force a little bit. And it's going to have a greater emphasis on Power Ranger characters, like from, you know, what Legacy Wars is, essentially, except it'll be more team-oriented. But last year I was on a gag order about the Battle for the Grid Season Pass, the last one that came out with Adam and the Pink Lady and Rita and stuff like that. So some press were told about that Power Rangers Season Pass was in development, or was in the planning stages in the spring of last year. And we didn't know what characters were going to be in it. We just knew that there was a Season Pass coming, right? So I started up the speculation train about, you know, what we would see for a Season Pass, and other collaborators and content creators started making stuff as well to build up hype for a supposed announcement, which we thought would be at E3. And E3 came and went, and nothing happened. And then I think it was in August or in early September, they announced that there was going to be another Power Rangers Season Pass. And, you know, that was announced, like, I want to say September 12th or September 10th of last year. And then Adam came out, you know, and then the Poison Lady, and then Rita in December, and that was it. So I waited a long time, basically. I waited a very long time before, and I'm not confirming that it's dead. This is just from my, you know, my side of things. We have 3,000 gems left. And from my perspective, again, not confirmation, that it just seems like Enway couldn't keep up with the production of the game as opposed to Legacy Wars. Now, Legacy Wars is a game where even I myself have dropped real-world money into the game in order to unlock these characters, and I'm not making that money back on YouTube anymore. Before, back in the day, when YouTubers would look at DLC and they would look at characters, you would have like a return, like your video would make that back. This character, in a sense, is probably going to cost close to $40. just for this character. So there are 50 million downloads for this game. This game has more downloads than Marvel Strike Force and the DC version of Strike Force combined. Like DC Legends or whatever. Both those games together have an audience of 20 million. This game has 50 million downloads worldwide. Isn't that crazy? DC Comics and Marvel Comics games have not sold more than this game on Google Play. Like, this has even sold more than most of Gameloft's non-first-person shooter things. Like, one of my favorite series to play from Gameloft is Asphalt. I love the Asphalt series. It's a great racing game on mobile. They have sold, on their recent mobile game, a total of 25 million versions of that game. And this game is, since it's been around for 5 years, it's at 50 million. That's insane, right? So, even when they went out of their way to unlock, or when they went out of their way to make the Power Rangers Super Edition for Battle for the Grid didn't sell. I hate to tell you guys this, but Battle for the Grid was never supposed to be a big competitor for Street Fighter or Tekken or Smash Brothers or anything like that. That was Hasbro's doing. Saban and Enway, the team that I knew at Enway, the plan was longevity. The plan was every 3 months they would release a brand new character, and they had like a course set out, right? They had a chart where they were going, and they were going to release stuff. So, when Hasbro took over, everything changed with Power Rangers. Everything. Games that were in development got scrapped. Games that were not meant to be like this big draw. They really pushed Battle for the Grid in the FGC and at EVO and all this other stuff. And the game was never designed to do that. Like, Battle for the Grid was not supposed to be a competitive... Who's this? Oh, I did manage to do this guy. Oh, okay. Well, I never unlocked him, so I guess I'll unlock him now. So there is the Dino Fury guy. Zato or whatever. Maybe I'll do a video on him in the future, but probably not. I don't know. Then we got Hyperforce Black here. No, I'll continue my point in a little bit. I'll get back to that. Let's just get Hyperforce out of the way. So that took 13 minutes. Unlocking Hyperforce. Okay, so we're going to unlock them. There we go. Just press the little unlock button. Boom. Okay, there we go. There is Hyperforce Black. And we'll read her little bio. And then we'll get into... Oh, my gosh. Oh, jeez. Vesper Vasquez is a Time Force Academy cadet. Her parents and the Dr. Antonio and Dr. Lucario. She is a beautiful but tough woman, smart and an expert in technology. The Hyperforce team accidentally travels to 2009 RPM year, where Vesper is revealed to be a android after being infected by Venjix, the virus that makes her lose control and goes berserk. Despite being a genoid or whatever, she doesn't care about going unnoticed. She is very loyal to her team and will not hesitate to be aggressive in order to protect them. Yeah, so, I mean, they came up with her bio and her story as they were playing that basically Dungeons and Dragon thing. But anyway, let's continue where I'm going. So, I'm actually going to try to unlock the, what do you call it? The assist while I go over some Battle for the Grid stuff again. Just to put it in hindsight for you guys. So, let's do another roll. Going for assist. Okay, so, as I was saying, like, Hasbro changed up how Battle for the Grid was going to be. Battle for the Grid originally was a Power Rangers game that was made for fans by fans. Enway, the original Enway team, were psyched out of their mind to work on Legacy Wars, and while they were working on Legacy Wars, they had an idea of making a console fighting game. They approached me with the idea early on. We talked about it. They talked with other content creators. This would be before the game came out. And they mentioned some cool stuff. And, you know, it seemed like a cool idea, but when I was speaking to them interview-wise, I was always like, well, what are you're going to make like an MVC game, and you're going to make it like cheaper, but like what's the long goal with this game? I mean, it's not really going to have an audience the way that MVC has, the way that Smash Brothers and Street Fighter and all these other things. Like, what is the long-term goal? And their original plan was they were going to use that Street Fighter mechanic of releasing DLC characters to increase the lifespan of the game. They knew that they would never be able to compete, and they would never be like this massive FGC, you know, quality game or competitive fighting game. And after the original Enway team left, that's what happened to Battle for the Grid, is it went into the more competitive scene and less for the fans. When that happened, that was kind of the beginning of the end of Battle for the Grid, because you had changed what your core demographic was. Before, they were going after us, Power Ranger fans. They were going to milk us for everything we were worth by adding characters like Coda and RPM Silver and all these other things that were fan favorites, Trent, and then people would pay for those characters, and Power Ranger fans would invest more money into it. But then it became like, okay, we're going to ratify the game, and we're going to make it more of a competitive scene, and we're just going to do the Street Fighter thing where we'll announce season passes on occasion and release characters. And eventually, it's either they just ran out of money, supposedly, for that project, or they just moved on to other projects and decided that, you know, Battle for the Grid just wasn't worth it in the long run. A lot of people weren't buying the game. It wasn't doing well on limited run. It wasn't doing well on like digital services. The Super Edition wasn't selling, and all this other stuff just kind of accumulated. And they'd already moved on to other projects anyway. They were working on a new Power Rangers game, which I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a Marvel Strike Force type thing. And, you know, if you didn't know this, before Hasbro got involved, Enway was a very small team. Like, Enway consisted of, if I remember correctly, it was a team of 50 when I met them. And then when Battle for the Grid came out, they expanded their team. But then when Hasbro took over, 25 people left the company. So my contacts, I knew like some really big people at Enway. I had a very good relationship with them, going all the way back to when they did a game called Chronoblade. When that was in the Facebook gaming phase, because originally Facebook gaming wasn't a streaming service. It was, Facebook had their own like Google Play. So Enway was way back in the day doing something called Chronoblade, and I was an alpha for that game, well before it ever came to mobile. So that's how I got to know them. And then, you know, they approached me and they told me they were working on the Power Rangers brand and asked me to be a, what was it, like one of the early ambassadors for Legacy Wars. And, you know, I of course I did that. I covered the game for like years and years and years. Although the last couple years, I'd say the last 2 years, I've kind of been pushing myself away from Legacy Wars because they would only release a new character every 4 to 5 weeks, something like that. And after, you know, Battle for the Grid just kind of stopped, then did you notice when Battle for the Grid basically stopped doing stuff, more and more Legacy Wars love started happening? It's because it's a lot easier to make stuff for a mobile game than it is a console-based fighter. Console game like that, which is great, requires more attention, more updates, more tweaking. The mobile game, this Power Rangers mobile game is not that hard to upkeep. Like, when I knew people, and I can't say their names, when I knew people at Enway, they said they divided their team to work on Battle for the Grid and Legacy Wars, and when they were working on Legacy Wars, they only had about 4 people continually updating the game, where 10 or 20 people went over for Battle for the Grid. And now with them working on this new Power Rangers game, there's still probably only like 3 or 4 people updating Legacy Wars. And then you have the rest of the team working on the new Power Rangers game that's probably going to be announced this year for the rest of the world. It's already out in Asia. And they also have an Olympic game, and they have an NFT game, which I don't support, so I've never looked at those. But they're trying to expand, and Hasbro isn't really having them do a lot with Power Rangers other than this like Marvel Strike Force thing that's coming out. But I mean, if you really have to blame the demise of Battle for the Grid, theoretically, I would say FGC is kind of part of it. Hasbro is another part of it, and the demographic of people that they were reaching out to, like the new demographic, that's also probably why the game died. and they just stop producing for it. That would be, you know, the core reason, because when you went out of your way to do the Saban thing, which back in the day, Saban's business model is very different than Hasbro. Saban would throw things at the wall and see if it stuck, right? He would have a market in everything. He would have, you know, he wanted cartoons, he wanted live action shows, he wanted video games, he wanted comic books, he wanted merchandise, he wanted toys. And, you know, Hasbro, their focus seems to just be Netflix and toys and collector's items. Whereas, you know, Saban had a lot of ideas. Like his Saban people, they were going to give us a Dynasty Warriors Power Rangers game. We were going to get a Dark Gritty Power Rangers series. We were going to get a Power Rangers animated series. There's all kinds of stuff that was in development that ended up being killed when Hasbro took over, because that's not what Hasbro wanted. See, I'm one of those people that I believe the reason why Hasbro bought Power Rangers was not to increase the strength of the brand of Power Rangers, it was to diminish it. Because Power Rangers was the top-rated boys brand in the world, and Hasbro was actually losing ground with properties like Transformers, G.I. Joe, and the like. So with Power Rangers under the Hasbro banner, now it's part of the Hasbro scene, and Hasbro doesn't release a new Transformers and G.I. Joe show every year the way Power Rangers has consecutively for the past 30 years, almost. But when you have that brand under your umbrella, you can do whatever you want, and you can actually push your brands further while also slowly diminishing that. So Power Rangers going over to Netflix was actually a poor decision, because Netflix has a much smaller reach than, say, Nickelodeon does. But also, you know, it's cheaper to produce than network television or cable television. So, I mean, I've never been really super okay with Power Rangers being bought by Hasbro, because a lot of stuff changed. They went crazy with, like, copyright claims. They went after YouTubers. They took down entire Power Rangers channels. Like, people dedicated their entire lives to Power Rangers. It was a big mess for a very long time. And eventually they kind of settled things down a little bit, but it was pretty bad. It really was. And I still don't really see it much better. Like, yeah, there's lots of cool new collectibles, and they're doing a better job than Bandai did with their toys and stuff like that. Because, you know, Hasbro does make quality toys, which is true. But it just seems like it was kind of like sometimes a hit or miss with what's going on. But, yeah, I really feel that the reason why Battle for the Grid just probably isn't happening anymore, it has to do with so many different reasons. And it's, you know, it's kind of a bummer, but there's not really much you can do about it. Can I equip that? Yay, sweet. In fact, the last time I actually heard from the Power Rangers team is they gave me the skin of Jason. Like, they said, thank you so much for working with us over the years. Here's the skin of Jason from Omega, because you really like the Omega Rangers from Boom Studios. So they gave me, like, this package for my phone. This would have been quite a while ago. And then I heard from them one last time in December. Like, right before Rita, they said, thank you so much for working with us. We have some cool Power Rangers content coming, which I believe they were hinted at the mobile game. And that was it. Like, there's been no communication from me or Enway since December. I waited for a long time. I'm actually working on my Power Rangers video announcing probably the death of the game. That'll be happening this week. Unless there's a surprise announcement at, like, Hasbro's going to do, but I don't think so. I think the game is just too costly to produce. And, you know, a lot of fans still complain about, like, their favorite character never made it in the game when they were data mined and all this other stuff. So it's just kind of like, it's sad, but I don't think it's happening anymore. And Legacy Wars is just, it makes them too much money. I'm not going to disclose how much money they make, but they've got 50 million downloads. They keep adding your favorite characters where people are paying anywhere between $19 to $40 for these new characters. This character alone cost me $30 for Vesper. Just for her her two characters, like both her assist and her regular. So I mean, in theory, if you have Power Rangers fans on the mobile scene who are investing thousands of dollars a month on these brand new characters, you know, then Enway is making bank on this game. I don't know how much they're making, mind you. I don't know how mobile stuff works, but the fact that they still release a new character every 4 to 5 weeks, I mean, it's got to tell you that this game is still profitable. I would say this game would be dead if they don't release any new characters. They're constantly adding updates. I've lost track of how many updates this game has. Whereas Battle for the Grid, it got like one performance update, I think it was 5 months ago, or maybe 4 months ago, and then nothing. There's been even... I'll tell you something fun, because I'm not under NDA anymore. But the press contact that I had for Battle for the Grid, when I tried to ask them a question about 4 weeks ago, I got a response from Google saying this email no longer exists. So I had to go through and contact Enway, and the only thing that they were talking in regards to Power Rangers, like from a new contact at Enway, is that they have a new mobile game that they're planning on releasing in the States soon, if it's not already out already. So, and they said mobile. When I contacted them about Battle for the Grid, I don't even have a Legacy Wars contact anymore because that email doesn't work. So either that person doesn't work at the company anymore, or they're just slowly like transitioning away from that email associated with that Power Rangers account. Or maybe Hasbro handles something in-house. I don't know. But all my Power Ranger contacts haven't talked about Battle for the Grid since Rita. I've brought it up to them a couple times, and they have no new details to share, and I have no details to update people. So I think it's time that I just make that video that I've been holding off on, because I was waiting till September. I was very adamant at contacting them over the summer to see if there'd be anything, and nothing. So, oh, can you hang on, people? I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had the door super bolted. Okay, so the character is totally unlocked. So what I'll do now is play with you guys, and I have just a little bit enough battery to do that. So that was the gameplay of Vesper. I have a special lock on my door that prevents people from breaking in. 5 minutes, 24 minutes. Showcase. And I don't remember how to do this. Custom battle. And then I do... How did we used to do this? Did I give you guys a code, or did I join your rooms, or did I do a code? Enter match key, paste key. Oh! You sent me a code. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so you guys send me a code and then I put your code in. How this works is 1 match per person. No... hang on. What was that term again? Single round, auto level on, nothing more than a single round, one game per person, win or lose, and yeah, I put in your guys' code. That's what works. Okay. 528 896. Is that not it? 52 58 96. Okay, there we go. All right, thank you for waiting. A little slow on the process here, but I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I might end up looking at the new mobile game. I'm not really a big Strike Force player. But I mean, you know, the thing that you have to understand with mobile games, which I liked about the Battle for the Grid thing, is it wasn't really a cash grab game. Like, these mobile games, they follow the same format, which keeps them in business for years, is they charge quite a bit for characters. And that's how they stay, you know, in business. I was really surprised to see that over 50 million people have downloaded this game because, I mean, not to dump on Legacy Wars or anything like that, but I mean, this game is the very definition of a cash grab, kind of. You know, when you buy the new character is really good for the arcade ladder for a while, and then that's it. Then they nerf the character, and you have to wait to buy the next new character, and that character is good for a while. It's kind of like pay to win in a sense. You know? That's at least how I feel. I could be wrong. But, I mean, you know, I covered this game for so many years, and every time a new character came out, I saw that for the most part, you know, your character, it felt like they had kind of like a little advantage in the beginning. Thank you, Kamen Rider person. That was Black Sun X. Okay, so let's do another one. Sammy 67 62 75. Okay. And we're going up against, this is Sammy Bear King. But, you know, probably every 4 weeks, I will, depending on who the character is, I may, you know, continue to do Legacy War stuff, or I'll move on to the new Power Rangers game. I don't know. I have kind of a soft spot for Legacy Wars, but I'm not very good at the game. I never have been. Austin St. John, who really never played the game before, destroyed me at the New York Comic Con. It wasn't even close. And I'd been playing the game, and I was getting hundreds of thousands of views back then. And he just, you know, decimated. And he even said he didn't play mobile games that much, so that was really interesting. It was a cool memory, though. You know, the only thing I wish I could do different is when I met him that I didn't stammer so much, because I was very nervous. Nice job, Sammy. Trying to make Leroy make nachos fries? What are nacho fries? Oh, wait, nacho fries? Like, is that some kind of joke? Okay, so that was Sammy. Oh, right, after the match, if you guys have already played, put AP in the chat. Stands for already played. 10... 7 2 7 8 2 9 3 5. Huh? Is that not a code? 7 8 2 9 3 5. Okay, that code didn't work. Alright, let me try a different code. Oh, okay. If guys, if you don't have a code, don't, you know, if you don't have the game, don't put it in the thing. It kind of wastes my time. 18 9 8 7 6 No. No. No, no, no. You guys aren't listening. Again, custom battles is single round, no one... Well, I mean, it is 1v1, but no multiple matches. Just do single round, none of that other stuff. Because it, you know, don't do that. No drafts. No draft battle, please. 18. 9. That's not right. 8, 9. 6. Okay, that... Wait. I'll try this again. 10. 9. 10, 9, 6. 9. Wait, 10, 9, 6, 9, 2. 10, 9, 6, 9, 2. Okay, 6, 9, 2. Okay, there we go. Alright, thank you for not doing a draft battle. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm going up against Geo.
3, 2, 1.
Geo, is there something wrong with your account today? That code didn't come from you. Okay, alright. Alright, let's see, I'm using... Whoops. I mean, she plays okay. I don't dislike the character. I know there were some people complaining about her on social media, but they're just mad because stuff going on with Battle for the Grid, and they don't like Enway's NFT games. But I'm pretty sure that this game will never be NFT based, so it's too old for that. And I believe the new Power Rangers game that's in development is also not an NFT thing. But a lot of companies are doing the whole NFT thing because it makes them money. But I don't like NFTs because NFTs and Bitcoin is bad. Oh, sorry about that, Geo. Thanks for playing. Okay. Alright, let's get the next person in. She was delayed 4 hours from release. What's going on with Battle for the Grid? It's probably dead. It's been 5 months since the last update, and usually they announce the new season pass at the end of August or at the beginning of September. We're now on September 25th, and nothing happened at Power Morphicon, nothing happened at E3. We are like literally 5 days away from October 1st. Most likely it's not happening anymore. 3, 7. 2, 5. 3. What just happened? 3, 7, 5, 8, 9. Oh. Oh. Did it jam up? Can you exit out of the match? Person I just like went into a fight with, because I think it's frozen. I think it's kind of messed up. Person who I joined the match with, could you exit out, please? Okay, I'm gonna have to reset my phone. Okay. I have to reset my phone. Restart. 5-year anniversary. What? I don't... What subsequent matches? What are you talking about? Okay, that was weird. Very weird. Let's try this again. Code is 877 291. Okay, you're definitely OG Mr. Cheese, you're having problems with your account. So if you could please exit out of the game. Thank you. Let's try somebody else. Try restarting your game or rebooting your phone. Alright, we'll try this one. 22 36 77. Unless the problem's on my end. You don't get what's going on? I mean, they might be having problems with their servers. It could be a multitude of things. I don't know. I'll try you again. Could be a region issue. Could be. I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
No way of knowing. Ouch. Oh wow, she does have some cool moves though. Nice counter. That causes a stun. Wow. I don't know, I kind of like Vesper a little bit. I like her, not win screen, but her loading screen is really cool too. I can't really get into, tabletop games. I've never really been able to do that. So, you know. It wasn't really entertaining to watch that stuff. It was okay. Alright, let's try this person. 137. 137 209. Okay, well that one came in right away. Of course we're getting Gotham Knights. That's we're hoping that's a very big draw for us. It would be foolish not to cover that game. I mean, that could really turn things around for us. Maybe. There's no way of knowing anymore on the landscape with YouTube. They've changed things too much. They're trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Did you get logged out? Did your game get canceled? Your game froze. I'm sorry, I'll make this quick. We'll try you again later. At least we get to see Vesper's win screen, so... Zelda, stop. It should work now. Cheese, if you want to try to send your code again, I'll try it. If that's what you'd like to do. Hi, Zelda, you're breathtaking. Zelda is running around the house. I don't know if she's breathtaking, she's just being Zelda. Alright, let's try cheese again. Okay. Brady is the only one here who doesn't like DC. Careful, Brady. Mr. Mike! Very colorful Ranger team you have there. Ow. Uh-oh. Alright, nice one, Mr. Mike. Alright, let's get somebody else in. I'm glad your game was able to work again. Ranger Thunder. 9514. 51416. Huh? Nine 514. 16. Huh. Okay. New code, okay, 63 56 97. Okay, let's go. Wait, did I already fight you? Oh, that's Andros? Oh, he's using his, one thing. Oh, you have an almost all, Boom Studio team. Oh, there was a follow-up to that attack. Alright, nicely done. Okay. Alright, let's get the next person in. They could... Oh, your account didn't get hacked? Okay, Gio, don't worry about it. Oh, right, 7. 7. Oh. 8, 0. 9, 4. What? 7, 4, 8, 0. 0, 9, 4. Okay, so the code doesn't work. Alright, we'll try another code. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that was a Solar Ranger skin for Andros. Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oops. Oh, that was his breaker. Oh, wow. You love Power Rangers? That's great. I like Power Rangers too. Sad there's no Xenoblade? Maybe Saturday. It all depends, like, if there's new releases and stuff like that. Like, I wanted to do Xenoblade this week, but I had Ultimate streams that always take priority over regular streams. Xenoblade is a regular series that's on, not really hiatus, but it happens on occasion because of low reception. And also, let's see, we had the Dragon Ball Breakers, which was really fun, that came out. That was only a limited time. Splatfest, we were doing Splatfest, so that was a limited time. This Power Rangers character is only until today, so I didn't have a lot of options. Plus, tonight is Richard Taylor's Ultimate stream. You know, Ultimates always take priority. It's just what it is. People are literally investing into the channel, and we do our best to honor their request, usually as quickly as we can, but sometimes things get delayed and new releases come out, and it doesn't go as smoothly as it used to. But back when we created the Ultimate thing, there was a pandemic going on, so there wasn't really a lot of new releases anyway. But we're going to do our best to get rid of, or finish the rest of our Ultimates. I think we have 7 left to do, 8 left, and then we'll have like 3 carry over into October. It's going to be a busy week. You unlocked a Megazord? Very cool. Hi on Echo. 1, 6. 16862. That's not enough. 1 6 6 168682 682. There. There we go.
Three, two,
Okay, here we go.
one.
We're fighting Billy. Ow. Dang, she's nasty with that axe. She's fast with her strikes, too. Thanks for playing.
KO, you win.
Oh, I thought that was actually a code. Thank you on Echo. It's been a year since Spider-Man 2 trailer came out, and we don't have any news. I mean, maybe they'll announce something at the Game Awards. You know? You never know. Anybody else want to play who hasn't played? And Richard, probably, just so you know, your Spider-Man stream is not going to start at 10:45. It'll be starting at 11 o'clock. I have to get the system set up. As well as I have to go look for the game. I have the game, don't worry, it's upstairs somewhere. I just have to go look for it. Anybody else want to play? Just send me your code. If not, I'll do some training while I wait. So, I have a question for you guys and gals. Did you watch Power Rangers more when it was on Nickelodeon or when it was on Netflix? Like, were you more interested in watching Power Rangers when it was on cable or when it moved to Netflix? I just want to see if Power Rangers got more popular when the current season was only on Netflix or if it actually diminished its popularity. Just curious. Brady says neither. Cable? Play online? Okay. I can do some arcade. If people are done playing matches, I can do some arcade. Alright, let's try some arcade run then. I haven't done this in a long time. Netflix and cable? Okay. Nickelodeon.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, wow. Wow. That was crazy. You're relieved that Disney doesn't own Power Rangers anymore? You didn't like any of the Disney seasons in Power Rangers, like Dino Thunder? I mean, obviously that dude just plays this game.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, wow. Oh, at least I got one hit off. Wow. What is the current corruption bonus anyway? Oh. Zone closes. Who's that for? Oh, that's Solar Red. So you only have 16 hours left to get that skin if you wanted it. I don't really do the corruption zone bonuses anyway. But that's where Solar Red is. I really thought Dino Thunder was kind of fun, though. Wasn't too bad.
Three, two, one, go!
Dang, you can't even play arcade mode anymore. Oh, no wonder. Look at how much more health they have, too. Holy cow. How did they get that much health? $21,000 health. So you could be pounding on these people forever and you still probably wouldn't kill them. Look at that. I'm gonna lose anyway. Yeah, I didn't stand a chance. The health advantage is just insane. I mean, that's crazy. Was I really reading that right? Did it say health of 21,000? Holy cow. You actually enjoyed Mystic Force? Interesting. I think my health is only 10,000. Ninja Storm will always be your favorite? I see. Very interesting. Is there anybody else that wanted to play? Dino Charge is Neo Saban's best season. Oh, I agree. I like Dino Charge. That was a lot of fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
Solar Red. Wow. Dang. Wow. You go for a second round? Why don't we do that? I got a better shot of doing decent against you guys than I do the arcade. The health advantage is just insane. Fighting anyone between, I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 health. I mean, I can kind of see why people complain about this game on Facebook all the time. I mean, even if you bought like the new character or whatever, the amount of money that you would have to spend to get your health to be anywhere comparable to your competition, you'd be dropping $50 to $60 a month on this game. For like 4 months, maybe. Even then, I don't know if it's really worth it. I don't think so. I'd never do that. When I was playing Power Rangers Legacy Wars, you could go on the arcade, and people had like a little bit more health than you. Maybe like 5,000 health advantage. They've got like 15, 20,000 health advantage. There's nothing you can do. 3, 5, 0, 1, 7.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, TJ. Dang, the speed that you can get of that defense is pretty impressive. Okay, let's get Black Sun X. Let's get you in one last time. 50, 4, 6, 8. That character I'm using is kind of OP. I don't know about that. They are fun to play as, though. Yeah, Sammy, you can play again, too.
1, go!
Oh, this character doesn't have much for defense, though. I guess that's kind of cool that's unblockable. Oh. Ooh. Alright. Where was my park it ticket episode? I don't know what that even means. Alright, Sammy, can you send your code? Who do I think would win between Titanium Ranger or Trent? I'd probably go Trent. Alright, Sammy, I'll get your code in just a sec, buddy. Why is this game better on phone than PS4? This is a mobile game. Legacy Wars isn't on consoles. You're thinking of Battle for the Grid. Battle for the Grid is most likely over. Phantom Ranger. Oof. Nicely done. Alright, Sammy. Oh, they never did real crimes like parking tickets? They never went after real criminals that did parking tickets in Power Rangers. Interesting. Oh, some Tommy action, huh? Oh, that was red. Oof. Nice, Sammy. We can do one more, Cheese. I'll have you be the last one. Seven, 6. 2, 6, 7, 0. Even nerfed Tommy and he's still busted. Uh-oh. Cheese, can you exit out again? Can you exit out of your game? Thanks, Cheese. Appreciate it. All right, let's try one more person. His name is Mr. Cheese, so I just call him Cheese. Does that make sense? Oh, you're fine. You didn't do anything wrong. You're good. Alright, my phone is running wicked hot. Alright, so anyway, guys and gals, that is going to do it for Power Rangers today. Thank you so much for watching. Power Rangers Legacy Wars will continue in 4 weeks. Whatever the newest character is. Now, just so you know, that all depends on the timing of the character, because from October... Just look at my calendar. October 20th through 21st, and into Halloween and early November, I will be covering Mario, Sparks of Hope, and Gotham Knights with Amber extensively. So I'm even hoping that we could start covering Mario on the 19th, maybe. And actually, what day is Mario Sparks of Hope now? I don't even know. What day is Mario Sparks of Hope release date? It's 20th? Oh, if it's the 20th, then I can do the 19th. Okay, good. So yeah, the 19th through Halloween and like November 1st, I'm very, very, very heavily with content for the new Mario Rabbids game and then Gotham Knights. So provided that Power Ranger character comes out on the 14th or something, I can look at them. But if they drop the week of the 21st, there's no way. There's no way I can do that. So yeah. Yeah, Amber does the Among Us streams. I don't do those. I sleep. I don't like the game as much as she does. She's way better at it, too. I commend her for doing as many streams as she has for Among Us. I couldn't have done that. I think she's had to do close to 100 streams in a year. I don't know. Or maybe 2 years. She really likes the game. Gotham Knights for 2 years? No, Sammy, it's not. We're not going to milk Gotham Knights for 2 years. It's not happening. No, no, no. Alright, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Power Rangers Legacy Wars Vesper Hyperforce Black Ranger unboxing and gameplay. I have a Power Rangers video coming out for you guys this week talking about likely the end of Battle for the Grid. Going in some of the information that I shared in this video. Maybe going a little bit more in depth, but not really. I want to keep the video under 10 minutes, so just, you know, be pretty brief. But, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, people. It was nice to see some of you guys again. Remember that we're covering the Disney Dreamlight Valley game currently. We're also covering Splatoon on occasion. And we're doing some stuff with Fall Guys every once in a while. And some other fun stuff. So keep a lookout for that thing. And, yeah, have a great night, people. Most likely the 20th is when the next Power Rangers character comes out. Yeah, I won't be doing that. There's no way I'll be able to do that. It'd just be like when that one Power Ranger character in Dino Fury came out. I wasn't able to look at them because I was doing other stuff. Alright, guys. Have a great night. And if you guys still want to hang out with me, there is a Marvel stream after this at 11 o'clock on Spider-Man Edge of Time. So that'll be happening at 11 o'clock tonight. You can migrate over to that stream. You'll be redirected. And thanks so much for hanging out. Take care, everybody. Until we meet again, Ranger Nation, God bless. Happy gaming. See you guys later on Spider-Man.